Well, guys, for better or for worse, Alex Jones is now very, very upset with me. It's hard to think of a bigger endorsement than Alex Jones thinking what I'm doing is very bad. Alex Jones devoting a 12-minute segment to me. Now, 4 minutes was him selling some kind of vitamin, so we're not going to look at that. But at least 8 minutes devoted to me, making me out to be a predator of some kind. Let's just jump right into this thing. This is truly beyond belief. Let's take a look.
Look at that. That is a frickin' predator right there, who thinks he's smarter than you, thinks he's better than you, and he's going to beat you, he thinks. Pac-Man never talked to the New World Order. Pac-Man never tried to get hired by the Kissinger Group because Pac-Man's a loser.
Isn't this the absolute best thing? I mean, it's wild.
He's a sellout. He's not a real man.
And remember, who did I sell out to? They never tell me.
He's not a knight at the round table.
That's true. I'm not a knight at the round. That actually is accurate.
He didn't actually have a real discussion with the power structure he worships. See, I said no to the evil power structure. Not because I was a hero, but because I had God. I had a connection to the infinite. I knew this was a failure. This was not good. I didn't join with God in justice because I was a good person.
What?
I did it because I had discernment and wanted to be with God.
And the still images of me that are supposed to, I guess, be ominous are pretty funny. Sam Cedar texted me. Let me tell you exactly what Sam's comment about this was so funny. He said, it's really weird. He does a close-up of your face and tries to make you seem evil, but no offense. You look like a teenager from the neighborhood who would carry an old lady's groceries for her home from the supermarket. And yet I'm made out to look very evil. Now, what's really funny is I don't even know why this clip triggered Alex Jones so much. It was one of the voicemails I played where people were saying, do you think if things got bad, you'd be able to get out of the country? For some reason, it really triggered Alex Jones.
So this is just a snapshot of the bizarreness of acting like a tape call is a call and then nodding with it and talking to it because you're so scared to actually talk to people.
Now, understand what Alex Jones is saying. He's saying, when you guys know, we do a voicemail on every show. When I do a voicemail, I say it's a voicemail. I'm not pretending it's a real call. So Alex Jones is lying to you. That might come as a shock. He also says, I don't take live calls on the show. We take a dozen live calls every single week. You guys all know that. We take live calls all the time. So the entire premise here is a lie.
And give them the power of being live.
We do it all the time.
That's what the left always claims. Jones has fake callers. Jones has fake reviews because they're fake, because they rig everything, because they're so scared they got to control it all.
We've been taking live calls every week for a decade.
And then to hear, because we can show you the Rasmussen poll.
Okay, so then he continues going into this stuff, and then he goes back to the personal attacks, which I have to tell you, I find them funnier than anything else.
So they're doing this to us. Classical corporate takeover, censorship, debanking, arrest, tyranny, collapsing. And then he's talking about them as victims. Talk about a fantasy. Talk about a simulation. He's in his own, but he knows it's not a simulation. He loves this for his little groveling followers that actually drink this Kool-Aid.
Uh-oh, that's an attack on you guys. He's talking about you guys.
Continue.
But maybe some people in the audience have a different perspective. On the bonus show today, we will talk about the 5G.
Oh, that's enough. Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
There is no greater endorsement for the bonus show than Alex Jones hating it. Guys, I can't think of a better endorsement of everything we're doing than the fact that Alex Jones hates it. I really can't.
If I was telling my children who not to be, it's that guy. I mean, he's a disgrace. And I don't say that like, God, I feel good about myself. No, he makes me feel pathetic.
Oh, well, that's interesting. That's, we should, Alex, if seeing me makes him feel pathetic, that would be something to explore in psychotherapy. I think I think psychoanalysis would have a lot to say about that.
Look at those eyes, man. That dude is gone, ladies and gentlemen.
So anyway, this is basically just an unbelievable thing. Now, a couple really funny things about this. Number one, I only got 2 messages in response to this. That's how diminished Alex Jones is right now. In the past, when he was on real platforms and he would do like a 8-minute attack video, it would create a frenzy. I got 2 messages because I don't know that anyone's watching Alex Jones anymore. Secondly, I bet Alex Jones has no memory of the fact that he and I have met in person and we talked for close to a half hour. At the Talkers New Media seminar some years ago, Alex Jones, me, and the hosts of Free Talk Live, Ian Freeman and Mark Edge. Ian now, I believe, is under arrest. The 4 of us just had a completely normal conversation about the business of media. And I'm sure he doesn't even remember that. But at the time, he wasn't acting like I gave off Predator vibes. He seemed fine chatting with me. And I'm sure it probably made no impression on him. I mean, listen, who was I to Alex Jones at the time? But just an interesting little tidbit, but an incredible endorsement. When Alex Jones is this upset with you, you know that you must be doing something that is resonating with at least some people. So there it is. Alex Jones very unhappy with me. We'll have clips from this on our Instagram, which you can find at David Pakman Show. You can also find the clip on my Instagram at david.pakman. One of our longtime sponsors is Monk Pack, giving you 20% off Monk Pack's keto nut and seed bars, which taste just like your favorite sweet snacks, but without the guilt, because they have only 1 gram of sugar, 2 to 3 net carbs, and 150 calories. A great snack if you're doing keto, if you're doing low carb, and if you just want a low sugar snack. I love the Monk Pack nut and seed bars. Great balance of sweet and salty, satisfyingly crunchy, soft and chewy. Because I like these so much, I use Monk Pack's subscription feature, sends them straight to my house on a regular basis, and saves me 10%. If you don't love Monk Pack as much as I do, they will refund you all your money. I think there's a really good chance Monk Pack nut and seed bars become your favorite go-to snack. Monk Pack is giving you 20% off your first order. Go to monkpack.com and enter the code PAKMAN at checkout.